did kill my baby. I'm telling you, I did. My son did. I just tried to cover it up. The night my son actually passed June 26th at 10 o'clock at night. I was sleeping. I couldn't sleep. You know, I had them in the closet because they be leaving their stuff and they posted and they be stealing. So I had them in the closet. And my son was mad. And he hit me in the head with a rock. I didn't get up when I was supposed to. But then I tried to cover it up because I tried to protect my son. I know I shouldn't have did that. I know I shouldn't have did it. I don't know. I was scared. I ain't never dealt with this in my life.
I didn't kill my baby. My son did. That's what Lashonda Wilder told detectives in interview room 3 of the Columbus Police Department, a recorded statement that became the centerpiece of a prosecution file that would send her to prison for life. The words hang in the air like smoke from a fire you can't see yet. You know something is burning, but the full shape of the destruction hasn't revealed itself. Imagine a locked attic door. Behind it, a trash bag. Inside that bag, the body of an 8-year-old boy wrapped in a sleeping bag, tied with strings. That attic is not just a crime scene. It is a monument to every lie this case was built on. A sealed compartment designed to hide the truth until the cadaver dogs did what the adults in that house refused to do: find Martonio Wilder. Before we go deeper into what the documents actually show, make sure you're subscribed to Beyond the Gavel file. Because we don't just cover the story. We follow the evidence.
Just after midday.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm at 1044 Olmsted Avenue, please. And I get a school to hear my 8-year-old son run away last night. My other son, they got separate rooms, so they was in different rooms. Nobody did leave. I don't know what time it is.
What time? When's the last time you seen him?
We all went to bed at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. My back door was wide open. Oh, man. Oh, man.
The dispatcher sends officers to the mother's address as a matter of urgency. Everybody knows that the first 48 hours following a child's disappearance are the most critical, which is why there's no time limit on entering a child into the National Crime Information Center Missing Persons file. That child could be in serious danger right now, and there's no time to waste. Waiting on the doorstep is 32-year-old Lashonda Wilder, Martonio's mom. She's hysterical.
Hi, do you mind if I go check inside the house? All right, let's go in the house together.
She got up at just before midday. That was when she realized her son was missing. And as she explained on the 911 call, he's run away 3 times before.
Yeah, but we found him, though. We found him at the park one time. Then we found him. He had jumped on my...
And a history of running away had vanished again. The back door was open. The mother, Lashonda, was hysterical. Officers canvassed the neighborhood, launched a helicopter, and told her to stay positive. He had come home before. He would come home again. But within hours, that official narrative collapsed under the weight of a single decision. When officers requested to search every room with cadaver dogs, Lashonda refused. She fled the house. She took her other 2 children and disappeared into the city, tracked from above by a police chopper that watched her move like a fugitive. A mother whose son was missing just became a mother who wouldn't let police look for him. And that gap between what she said and what she did is where this case turned. They never had a chance.
Guys are out here, usually we'll find something, you know what I mean?
With no evidence of foul play, the officers are surprised to have the cadaver dogs on scene. But then, Lashonda changes her mind about the search. She won't let them go through every room in the house with the dogs after all. She leaves to stay with her girlfriend, 33-year-old Janna, taking her 2 other children with her. That leaves the officers guarding the scene, not allowed access to it, hoping Martonio comes back. If he doesn't, they'll be getting a search warrant. This behavior raises major red flags. Lashonda was initially distraught about her missing son. Now she's fled the scene and won't let officers examine it. This goes against the advice checklist for when a child is missing. Remember that clothing, sheets, personal items, computers, and even trash may hold clues to the whereabouts of your child. Is there a reason Lashonda changed her mind about letting them find these clues? In the helicopter, they track her from above.
1201 chopper, what was up, sir?
So we're over here looking Hamilton and 18. Any other info?
Yeah, we just know about approximately an hour and a half ago, the mom and 2 children were dropped off in that area, and just looking for them.
But there's nothing they can do without that search warrant for Lashonda's house. And by the time it comes through that night, the officers are on high alert, but they're still not expecting the extent of the horrors they find inside. The attic is locked. When they break it open, they discover a sleeping bag wrapped up tightly. They cut the strings and see a black trash bag. And inside that trash bag is
That phrase, "they never had a chance," anchors everything that follows. Because what the search warrant eventually uncovered in that attic was not a runaway. It was a body showing visible bruises, cuts on the back, compression marks on the neck, and signs of prolonged malnourishment. An 8-year-old boy who weighed 35 pounds. The autopsy told a story the 911 call never mentioned death by asphyxia due to anterior neck compression. He was choked. So what happens to a case when the medical examiner's report flatly contradicts the confession you gave to save your other son? The answer is found in the interview room, where Lashonda and her girlfriend Janna sat in separate cells, each believing the other was telling the same lie.
I was sleeping, my girl was sleeping. I had them in the closet because they be leaving this stuff and they post them and they be stealing. So I had them in the closet. My son was mad. And he hit me in the head with a rock. I didn't get up when I was supposed to. But then I tried to cover it up because I tried to protect my son. I know I shouldn't have did that. I know I shouldn't have did it. I don't know. I was scared. I ain't never dealt with this in my life.
Her crime appears to be covering up the murder of one child by another, and Janna tells the same story.
My girlfriend told me she had something to tell me, and I went and met up with her. Well, we got dropped. I came to her house. She said her son was missing. And when she said her son was missing, I came to help look for him.
Then the cops found Martonio's body.
And I was asking her, like, what's going on? She wouldn't really tell me at first. So when she had told me, finally came out and told me, after the body was found in the house, she had told me what was going on. She said she didn't want to lose both of her sons because her 9-year-old had her other son to death with a rock. So when she told me, all I could do is say, you gotta tell them the truth. You gotta tell them that your 9-year-old killed your 8-year-old with a rock. And then she was like, but I don't want to lose my son. I said, well, you already lost one. You're gonna go to jail. I'm being at risk.
The interrogation tapes are a study in collapse. Lashonda weeps, gasps, laughs in that high, pitched register.
I just got up mad. I told him I was like, about to piss me the off. Stop him. Because all I heard was my son like, mommy, he keep hitting me. So I get up and I didn't open the closet. And I stopped hearing it, but I don't know how many times he hit him before I got up. And then I laid back down with my girlfriend. He hit him again. And I swear to God, I heard my son go like this.
Yeah.
Didn't ignore his face with the fucking rock. I told him to stop. I told my son to stop. He was still, I'm telling you. And I got up and he was already deceased. And I didn't want my son in trouble. I tried to cover it up. I put him in the bag. He said I didn't think that rock was gonna kill him. And both our fingerprints was on that rock because I took it from my son. I don't even know how he got it in the closet.
Just like Janna, she's inventing reasons why the physical evidence might implicate her.
So Janna was there with you? And how often does she stay there?
Of someone whose emotional circuitry has fried. I swear to God, I heard my son go like this, she says, sucking in air. She constructs an elaborate fiction. Her 9-year-old killed Martonio with a rock from a cousin's gravesite while both boys were locked in a closet. She only covered it up to protect her remaining son. Janna tells the same story, word for word. A rock, the closet, the brother. But the detectives know something they haven't revealed, yet the rock didn't kill him. Strangulation did.
Acting out because his mother was starving him. The detectives step out for a moment. When they return, they come with a medical examiner's report in hand.
They told us that he was not killed by somebody in the head with a rock.
How was he killed?
No, that's what we were trying to find out.
That's how was he?
Well,
that's what I'm trying to say.
He has injuries.
He was alive.
Those injuries could not kill him.
He was alive?
He was well alive. Like when he was getting hit, I'm telling you, he just went.
Did Janna do anything? Did Janna see you do anything?
I can't just make up something.
I'm not asking you to make up something.
This is why it's so effective to keep Janna and Lashonda separate. The detectives can play them off each other.
Just remember, we talked to Janna.
I hope she told, because how did he die? If it wasn't from hitting him all the time. I don't understand. I don't know. Like I said, they be in the closet with each other the most. So, I don't know. Can't tell y'all nothing. I told you everything I know. My son, I don't know.
Did you tell him to tell us anything about him going missing,
No,
not being found?
He told me, Janna told him to play that role and act like your brother missing and cry. He told me that.
Slowly but surely, Lashonda is starting to cast some blame on Janna, so the detectives go back to Janna to see what she has to say in response.
And she's not trying to get anybody else in trouble or anything. She's trying to take responsibility for what happened. But she did tell us that you guys were sleeping together when they were in the closet fighting.
Yeah, I can tell y'all the truth since she told y'all.
Okay.
Okay, the rock is at the house. It's a heart-shaped rock.
Okay.
When we opened that closet, that boy so bad in his face and he was dead. And I swear to God on my dad, that boy to death with that rock.
Okay.
His brother to death with that rock. He did.
And then what happened afterwards?
I was there and I can't even lie, I was there, she put him in the bag. Like I said, the laundry bags, I touch them, I do laundry all the time. She put him in the bag and she put him in the closet, that's all I seen.
Yeah, we respect the fact that you waited till she talked to us, but want to give you one last chance to make sure that you haven't left anything out, because like we said, we told you he didn't die from being.
Martonio died from asphyxia.
And when they confront Lashonda with the medical evidence, the story fractures. How did he die if it wasn't from getting him all the time, she asks? Then, slowly, a crutch enters the narrative, a crutch she had used to pin the boy against a wall by his neck. It never touched his neck. Janna insists, before admitting she helped throw it in the trash.
Janna breaks.
I didn't see her him with a cord.
Well, what did you see her with?
I seen her put her crutch.
Yeah, now you're getting it.
But
putting her crutch what on?
Like Martonio was, she put, like I said, she put him in the closet. Martonio was still everything. So it wasn't like it didn't never touch his neck, because you see how skinny his neck is. Her crutches for her is big. So she just stuck it. She said, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna beat you.
Okay.
That's all she did.
So where did she put the crutch?
Maybe.
You're holding your neck.
Yeah, you're holding it.
Yeah. No, I'm going in the trash.
No, on him. What did she?
That's what I said. The crutch, like, I'm Martonio.
Okay.
And she stuck it, like, his neck is skinny, so like the crutch, like, it touched the corner of the wall. That's what I said. It never touched his neck.
Could the crutch be the murder weapon?
We know that it didn't happen, and it's unfortunate. She didn't want to hurt him. She didn't want to kill him, no. But you guys discussed what to say, so you could try and minimize it. Why is the crutch in the trash?
Because
that's what was used.
No. The crutch is in the trash because she was already with the crutch before that he even came up dead or anything.
We're trying to hide the evidence. John, I'm telling you that I'm fairly confident that they're going to charge you with murder too. That's their decision, not ours.
Yeah.
But
so
we tried.
And it's okay.
It's all right.
I'm being charged with murder.
Not
for
right
what?
now.
They never had a chance. Here's the question that reframes this entire tragedy. What if the 911 call, the Amber Alert, and the neighborhood search were never a rescue mission, but a performance designed to outrun a corpse that was already rotting in the attic? Because the timeline doesn't hold. Lashonda told detectives Martonio died on June 26. She called 911 on June 28. For 2 days, she and Janna sat with that knowledge, with that body, and constructed a script. When detectives asked Janna why they fled, she said Lashonda was worried about drugs in the house.
She had really told me that the reason she had left the house because there was a bunch of drugs in there. So.
In Mom's house?
Not in my mom's house.
In her house?
Yeah.
Oh. So why did she leave? Why?
That's why she didn't want the dogs to
Okay,
search.
but why did she leave 18th again?
But the house had no drugs. It had a dead child. The only thing worth hiding was the thing the dogs would find. They never had a chance.
Come on, and kill my baby, please. Don't tell me.
Who killed him?
If you didn't, then who killed him?
I didn't kill me.
Then who did? Who did? We know who killed him.
If I did, with me and her deal, it wasn't intentional. I didn't kill him.
We know that.
I didn't kill my baby.
Tell us what happened.
Then what happened?
We both with a grudge.
Finally, she admits it.
And she looked like my son.
What did she have you do? What did you do?
I didn't do nothing. She thought she was gonna just hit with the crutch.
Where?
On his leg and stuff.
How did he die?
I don't know. I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know. I would have never just killed my child. I don't know.
You're trying to put it on him because he's a kid.
No, I was not trying to put it on him. He died after he got back in that closet. They was both up screaming and arguing. So how was he dead? How did he die?
Because you guys abused him over and over and over.
It wasn't just us. I can't even do it. I'm telling you, you gotta ask my son.
And he had no muscle tone, and he had no fat.
The parallel narrative that makes this unbearable is the paper trail. Franklin County Children's Services had been watching Lashonda since May 2022. She lost custody for years, fought to regain it, and then, on Christmas Day 2023, 6 months before Martonio's death, her own aunt called 911 warning that them babies is going to suffer. Lashonda had called police on her aunt that night, claiming threats with a knife and a gun. No weapons were found. What the aunt actually said was this: when she go home and them babies is going to suffer. That warning was logged. It was filed. It was ignored.
Managed to get it back. There was also contact with police on Christmas Day 2023, just 6 months before Martonio's death. Lashonda called 911 on her aunt, claiming her aunt had threatened her with a knife and a gun. No weapons were found in the house.
She mad because I didn't get my kids Christmas, and I don't have to. They don't deserve it.
So I'm sure you just want her gone, right?
Oh, yeah. And I'm not trying to keep her kid, but if y'all feel that she's okay to go home, because I'm going to tell you now, when she go home, and them babies is going to suffer. They're going to go home and be church because of this incident if they 6 and 8.
Lashonda's aunt was trying to warn the cops even then, but those warnings weren't taken seriously, not until it was too late. Both Lashonda and Janna pleaded guilty. They're both sentenced to life in prison with a possibility of parole after 15 years. It's some small measure of justice for Martonio, who spent his short life abused and
on June 26, 2024, it was buried with Martonio in a trash bag. The moral architecture of this case is not complicated. 2 adults starved, beat, and restrained an 8-year-old. They locked him in a closet so he wouldn't steal food. Food he stole because he was starving.
Not at all. You didn't have dinner with her and the kids?
No, she said that Martonio was throwing a fit because he couldn't have no chips and juice. That's what she told me. That's why she think he ran away.
So the chips and juice, let's talk about that. When he gets in trouble, what kind of things does Lashonda do?
I mean, he get...
How does he get?
I mean, she working with belts.
Belts?
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I done seen her working with a extension cord.
Extension cord?
Yeah, or a switch.
Lashonda, apparently, was known to discipline Martonio.
What else how else does he get in trouble? What kind of punishments does he get?
I mean, he gotta walk up and down the steps with this ball or cans. Walk up and down the steps.
What is it?
A weight ball.
Okay, like a kettlebell type thing?
No, a weight ball.
Does he have to do that naked?
I mean, he have in his drawers, but not butt naked.
Okay.
Because Martonio was stealing a lot, so.
What was he stealing?
Food. He done stole people's necklaces. He done stole headphones that she told me. I just know about the food though. So she's
told you about other things, but the only thing you've known about personal knowledge is he's stolen food?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's recall that Martonio's body showed signs of being
When he died, they choreographed a disappearance.
But that's okay. Remember, she's trying to do the right thing and say it too. But she didn't kill him, right?
No.
She's just trying to help you.
So
she was holding the bag where you put him in there.
So both of you knew that he had already passed when you were both putting him in the bag. That was you and
Janna.
Blamed his 9-year-old brother and told that boy to play a role.
I told you everything I know, my son. I don't know.
Did you tell him to tell us anything about him going missing,
No,
not being found?
He told me, Janna told him to play that role.
Jonah told him to play that role and act like your brother missing and cry. Lashonda admitted. A child was turned into an actor in his brother's death. Lashonda and Janna both pled guilty, life in prison, possibility of parole after 15 years. But the final exhibit is not the sentencing. It's a remark Janna made to herself when she thought the interview was over, recorded on a microphone she forgot was still live.
Alone in the interview room, where she continues to talk.
Talking about I'm getting charged with the same thing. Even if I didn't talk, y'all was gonna charge me with the same thing. Y'all, I should have never said nothing in the first place to cooperate. Should have just did like my family said. Wait for your lawyer. Book me in here for what? Murder, y'all said? I ain't never killed nobody. And ain't nobody about to start putting that
I should have never said nothing in the first place to cooperate. Should have just did like my family said. Wait for your lawyer. That's the closing argument of this entire file. Not remorse, regret for talking. The only thing they ever protected was themselves. You can read the full autopsy report and the Franklin County Children's Services records, both available through the Ohio Court of Common Pleas public access portal. Here's the question I want you to answer in the comments on Christmas Day 2023. Lashonda's aunt told police the children would suffer if they went home. They went home anyway. When a warning is that specific, that public, and that ignored, is that a failure of the system? Or is the system functioning exactly as it was designed to? If this investigation matters to you, if following the evidence matters to you, hit like, share this with someone who needs to see how these cases actually work, subscribe to Beyond the Gavel file, and turn on notifications. We'll see you on the next file